What is up, YouTube? It's Ubu the Tech Guru coming straight at you. Today I have a question for the community, the Crysis 3 community. Do you feel that the Alpha Jackal, along with certain modules, is overpowered? Now let's take a look at the class that I have before I run this match. I have the Alpha Jackal with a reflex sight, which increases the range by 2. Then I have extended magazine, and what that does is instead of 8 bullets in the magazine, it gives you 16 bullets, but you only have a total of 24 bullets when you run the extended magazine. Whereas if you don't run extended magazine, you have 8 bullets per magazine, but then you have 32 total bullets. So you can either have 24 bullets total with 16 round magazines, or 32 total bullets with 8 round magazines. Running the extended mag seems to really help out because it is a fully auto shotgun. So that's just, my preference. And then as far as your secondary, I have the hammer too, but honestly during this match I don't think I pull it out once. And now the modules that I'm talking about, combined with the Alpha Jackal and extended mags and reflex sight, we have low profile, which will always keep me off the radar, and also I have that at tier 3, which will allow me to evade any alien gunship targeting. So, if there's an alien gunship in the air, it won't shoot at me. Then I have maneuverability, which is also tier 3. It's maxed out, which gives me no fall damage. And for the third module, really, you could go super cheese and put on auto armor, but I seem to manage my own armor pretty well, so I don't use auto armor. So I'm using armor transfer. Maybe another one would be the point fire enhance, which basically reduces the spread on your hip fire. But so basically that's the class right there. My question to you guys is this class overpowered? This was a match on Airport where we're running a full group of 6 people in the party. I'm with Champers999, Square Pusher from Ceph Gaming, One Trick Pony, who I met on Xbox Live playing Crysis 3, Ryu, which is I met him playing Crysis 3, and Dark Knight, which I also met playing Crysis 3. So I've already established a bunch of I got the first strike there. That's a cool thing. But I've already established a nice group of friends to play with in this game, because there's so many COD fanboys out there that are, didn't even look at the game just because that's all they have in their. They might as well glue the damn Call of Duty disc into their Xbox 360 because they never take it out. But anyway, sorry, Squirrel, back on target here. The Alpha Jackal, you're gonna see this game. I just go ham in it. I'm basically just running, up to the enemy to try to just, I'm just rushing, run and gun totally in this game. It is crash site, so it's basically the first team to 200 points, or the 10 minutes runs out. So that's basically how you get the win. During this game here, I believe there is, we're obviously all communicating. Certain amount of people are always going to be on the crash site, getting points to hold down the site, and a certain amount of people are going to be running around for kills. I do a little bit of both, I believe, in this match. I think at the end I am at the top of the leaderboard with the most kills, and I don't have the most capture points. I think I'm like tied for 3rd as far as most capture spots. I think One Trick Pony was the highest. He had 1,350 points for capturing the crash site. But you can just see with maneuverability, I'm just flying around this map. I have no fall damage with maneuverability, tier 3. I'm like the tier 2 for the maneuverability. You end up getting it increases your ledge grab and vault speed. So instead of, when you go to grab a ledge, it's not quite so slow and quite as animated, whatever. I hate that in this game. When you go to melee somebody, the melee is just so weak that if you don't, melee them 3 times directly in a row, or twice if they're cloaked, you know, you end up losing them because they're moving so fast, and then they end up shooting you. And I die like that several times in this game, you're going to see, because I'm just like rushing all up in their faces, and a couple of times I shoot and then just go in for the melee final kill type thing, you know, finish them off. But, you know, so the main question of this video is, do you think this loadout here, this setup with the Alpha Jackal is overpowered? Do you think that Crysis needs to do something about it? I personally, weapon balance is something that is so tough in first-person shooters, you know, in multiplayer online. I mean, because so many things affect weapon balance more than just the weapon damage. I mean, you have latency, and you have lag, and, you know, there was another instance right there where I should have got that guy. I shouldn't have actually charged him. Once he got away from me, I shouldn't have chased. That's like one thing that's a no-no in Crysis 3 is you don't chase people, because they end up just going around a corner, cloaking, waiting for you to come around the corner, and they end up shooting you. Here's this pinger. I did a video on it. I was trying to jump on the front of it. I got up on it, but I was waiting for it to show me to press the X button to hijack it, but he ended up getting the EMP kind of like power slam or whatever, crouching slam down before I was able to hijack it. And then I know that there's a dog tag for taking down a pinger with the Alpha Jackal, so I was trying to take it out. I mean, nonetheless, we were trying to get the pinger off the map. I mean, because it's pretty powerful. It can really hold down crash sites for your opponents or for your own team if you end up having the pinger. So we got rid of that, and here I go back to trying to kill the enemy. No more pinger on the game, in the game. But I mean, back to this maneuverability tier 3. You know, like I said, you got no fall damage. Tier 2 gives you the increased ledge grab and increased vault speed. Tier 1 is the faster movement throughout the map. I mean, you could just watch this. I jump up and get this guy. He was freaking up there cloaked with a bow, so I just jumped and hip fired, shot him through the air. That was just like, man, this is freaking awesome. And I so wish I would have got that guy right there. That would have been an awesome two-piece, but I must have just been slightly out of range, you know, to get him with the Alpha Jackal there. So, I mean, I'm just gliding around the map here, just destroying these guys. The score is 100. I mean, right now I'm rushing their spawn. I'm hoping they spawn in front of me. But I don't think they end up, I don't know if they ended up spawning back there or where. If they spawn to my left in the corner over there. There's only, I'm trying to think how many spawns there are on this map. I'm already familiar with where all the spawns are. Maybe 4 or 5 spawns. There's a spawn down there. Look at that guy lagging across the screen. So I waited just long enough before he was in range to start shooting. You don't want to start shooting too early with the Alpha Jackal, especially from behind, because you're basically going to give out your position. You know, and as soon as you give out your position and you're too far away, they can simply turn on you and kill you, since, you know, that the range on the Alpha Jackal, you know, it is limited since it is a shotgun compared to an AR or an SMG. Here, this guy, I was trying to hunt him down. He was on the radar, and I think somebody else gets to him before I do. Oh no, I do end up finding him. Oh, see here, I chased this guy around the corner, and I did get a melee kill there. Normally, I would tell you guys to not chase people in Crysis 3 if they get away from you. You know, especially if you got some damage on you. You just want to let that kill go. You know, you got to. There's certain times when you want to go and chase people, and other times you don't. Here's the few kills I think I get with the FY71M. I picked it up off the ground since my Alpha Jackal ran out of ammo. I mean, you can just see our team is basically just rushing the spawns. I stupidly pulled out my swarmer there. I wanted to activate my maximum radar, but made the mistake of activating the swarmer. And once you activate the swarmer, it's like a multi-rocket rocket launcher. It's the 5 kill streak, and you move really slow with it. You don't, you know, I shouldn't have pulled it out there. And like I said, it was accidental anyway. I meant to activate my maximum radar. You know, so currently we're winning 160 to 40. I know there's a spawn up over this plane to the left there. I think I ended up just giving up because I see that we're not holding down the site. The other perk that I think might be beneficial for this class is the Weapon Pro. it allows you to reload faster. You know, so the main modules, I guess I'm wondering, you know, if it's overpowered with the Alpha Jackal, would be the maneuverability, and really that's the main one. You know, you combine two other modules with the maneuverability and the Alpha Jackal with the reflex sight and the extended mag, and this class is just, you know, on a smaller map like Airport, which I think it's a small map. Crysis considers it a large map, but, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure how they determine what maps are small and which ones are large. I mean, maps like East River and Chinatown are really small, in my opinion. There we killed each other, which I'm sure you've noticed in the past. It does happen quite a bit in Crysis. So I'm 21-10, I believe, at this point. I think I go on a little bit of a death streak here, unfortunately. But, I mean, I was having so much fun in this game. It was just like... it seemed like I couldn't be stopped. I was just running around, just completely demolishing these guys. And see, notice how somebody was shooting behind me, and how I just easily got away from that gunfight and turn around and end up... I forget, did I hit this guy? Yeah, no, I didn't, and I don't know how. I put so many bullets in that guy, and he has a takedown, which is a semi-automatic single-fire assault rifle. It's very powerful. There, I just was stupid. I simply ran into a guy with an X-Pack mortar. It's an alien weapon. It's like a huge cannon that fires. Very powerful in the game. So, you know, like I said, in the comments below, let me know what your guys' opinion is on this loadout or this type of setup. Alpha Jackal, reflex sight, extended mag, and, you know, the maneuverability maxed out at tier 3. You know, you could, like I said, you go super cheese and put on auto armor, which basically, for those of you that aren't familiar what auto armor is, it allows you to simply get, your armor gets automatically activated for you once you start taking damage. And like I said, I think I have one class with the auto armor set up. Nipple. Merely, you know, for those opponents that I run into where the whole team is running auto armor and Typhoon and super cheese classes. I set up a class to be super cheese against them. I mean, and you know, it is what it is. People are going to use what's best in the game, what's most powerful. I mean, why wouldn't you? I don't hold that against anybody who uses, you know, the Typhoon or any other guns like that. So, you know, I go 26-13. We won 195-40. Normally it goes to 200, but the time ran out for the game. The rest of my team did pretty well. I mean, did well. I mean, we all work together as a team great. You know, that's one thing that's always going to give you the W in any first-person shooter, you know, team-type objective game, is having teammates that you can communicate with, you know, and where you're all a little bit familiar with each other's play styles, and you each complement each other's play styles. So that's all I got for you guys. Let me know down below in the comments if you think it's overpowered, you know, a loadout or similar loadout to what I was running there, and, you know, what you think possibly Crysis could do about it. I don't think they should do anything. I had a blast playing this game, and I'll continue having a blast playing with this exact loadout. If you don't like it, pick the same loadout and, you know, fight fire with fire. Until then, we'll see you on the battlefield. Ubu out.